Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic and powerful symbols ever struck in American silver, the legendary Liberty coin, especially the famous 1964 issue that collectors across the world are chasing right now, not just for beauty but for serious money. Yes, we are talking about coins that can be worth far more than their face value and in rare conditions can reach extraordinary numbers, sometimes shocking collectors with prices climbing into thousands. And in extreme rarities even approaching jaw-dropping figures like $787,976 and beyond, depending on mint condition, rarity and demand. So stay with me, because this story is not just about silver, it is about history, power, scarcity and opportunity. When we talk about Liberty coins, many people immediately think of strength, freedom and the artistic beauty that defined American coinage for over a century. The image of Liberty has appeared on many coins, but one of the most beloved designs is the one featured on the 1964 Kennedy half-dollar, which replaced the Franklin half-dollar after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963. The year 1964 became historic because it was the first and only year that this coin was struck in 90% silver for circulation. That alone makes it special, but what makes it even more powerful is the massive public demand. At the time, people were not spending these coins, they were saving them, hoarding them, keeping them as memories and as investments, and because of that many were preserved in high-grade condition, which today plays a huge role in determining value. Now let us understand something very important: not every 1964 Liberty-related silver coin is worth a fortune. Many are common, but condition is everything. Coins graded MS-65, MS-66 or higher by professional grading services can bring strong premiums, and if you are lucky enough to find a specimen graded MS-67 or MS-68 with deep mirror-proof-like surfaces, the price can jump dramatically. Auction records have shown that extremely rare high-grade examples can reach tens of thousands of dollars, and in some special era varieties or unique specimens, prices can explode into six-figure territory. This is where the excitement truly begins. One of the biggest reasons collectors are still hunting 1964 silver Liberty coins is because that was the final year before the United States began removing silver from most circulating coinage. Rising silver prices in the mid-1960s forced the government to change the metal composition, so the 1964 issue stands as the end of an era. It represents the last moment of traditional silver coinage for everyday Americans, and that historical significance alone gives it emotional and collectible power beyond just metal content. Let us talk about mint marks, because this is where hidden treasures can appear. The 1964 coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver coins carry the D mint mark, while Philadelphia coins from that year do not carry a mint mark. Certain proof coins were also struck with exceptional quality, and some of these proof coins, especially those with strong cameo contrast, are highly desirable among collectors. Cameo and deep cameo proofs with perfect surfaces can command serious premiums in the market, especially if certified at the highest grade levels. Another exciting factor is errors and varieties. Double die errors, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes and other minting mistakes can turn an ordinary silver coin into a collector dream. Imagine finding a 1964 silver Liberty coin with a dramatic double die obverse where the lettering appears clearly doubled. Such a coin in top condition could easily be worth thousands, and depending on demand and uniqueness, even more. Collectors are constantly searching bank rolls, old collections and inherited boxes, hoping to discover such hidden gems. Current market value depends on several factors: silver spot price, collector demand, grading, population and overall economic trends. When silver prices rise, even common 1964 silver coins increase in value simply because they contain real silver, but the true money comes from rarity and condition. For example, a circulated 1964 Kennedy half-dollar may trade just above its silver melt value, but an uncirculated gem example graded MS-67 can reach 5 figures, and certain special specimens have achieved astonishing auction results approaching hundreds of thousands of dollars in elite numismatic sales. Now imagine the thrill of holding a coin that connects you to history, minted during a time of national mourning, containing real silver, carrying the image of Liberty or a president, associated with hope and change. This is more than metal, this is legacy, and legacy always carries value, especially when supply is limited and demand continues to grow worldwide. Collectors from the United States, Europe, Asia and beyond are investing heavily in classic American silver coins because they trust the stability and global Recognition of these designs. There is also something powerful about the psychology of collecting. When a coin is known as the last of its kind, such as the last 90% silver year, it creates urgency. People feel they must own at least one, and when millions think that way, prices naturally climb over time, and when high-grade examples are locked away in private collections, the available supply shrinks, pushing values even higher. Some people ask, can a 1964 Liberty-related silver coin really reach nearly $787,976? Realistically, such extreme numbers would require a one-of-a-kind specimen, perhaps a unique mint error, a prototype pattern, or a flawless top population-graded example sold in a competitive auction environment. While not common, the coin market has proven time and time again that when rarity meets demand and prestige, the sky can truly be the limit. Record-breaking sales are not fantasy, they are documented realities in the world of elite numismatics. If you are serious about checking your coin, start by examining the condition. Look for sharp details, full luster, minimal contact marks, and strong eye appeal. Then check for mint marks and possible doubling or unusual characteristics. Finally, consider professional grading, because certified coins often sell for far more than raw ungraded pieces. Buyers trust third-party authentication, and that trust translates directly into higher prices. The history of Liberty coins stretches back far beyond 1964 through iconic designs like the Morgan Silver Dollar, the Walking Liberty Half Dollar, and the Standing Liberty Quarter. Each of these carries its own story and value journey, but the 1964 issue remains uniquely positioned as the bridge between old silver America and the modern clad era, and that transitional importance cannot be overstated. Collectors today are not just buying coins, they are buying security, history, and tangible wealth. In uncertain economic times, precious metals often shine, and silver, especially in government issued coin form, offers both intrinsic metal value and collectible premium. That double layer of value is why many experts recommend holding classic silver coins as part of a diversified tangible asset strategy. So, if you have inherited old coins, found a 1964 silver half dollar in a drawer, or are considering entering the coin market, now is the time to learn, research, and act wisely. Check auction records, compare graded populations, follow silver price trends, and always buy quality over quantity. Because in the long run, quality coins outperform average pieces every single time. At Coins We Believe, knowledge is power and treasure favors the informed. The next time you see a 1964 Liberty-related silver coin, do not ignore it, examine it carefully, because what looks ordinary could be extraordinary, hidden value waiting to be discovered. And remember, in the world of rare coins, condition, rarity, and demand create magic, and sometimes that magic turns a simple piece of silver into a fortune that changes everything. Stay tuned, stay curious, and keep searching, because your next coin could be history in your hands and wealth in your future. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in American coin collecting, the legendary Top Liberty coin, and especially the mysterious and highly talked about 1969 D issue that collectors are constantly searching for in today's market. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and stories of history mixed with serious money potential, then this episode is going to keep you watching until the very end, because some of these Liberty coins are worth far more than people ever imagine. And in rare cases, values have reached astonishing figures like $787,976.48, depending on rarity, condition, and historical importance. The Liberty design has always held a special place in United States coinage. Lady Liberty represents freedom, strength, and the spirit of America, and over the decades her image has appeared on multiple coin series, including the Liberty Head series, the Walking Liberty series, and the Morgan and Peace silver dollars. Collectors around the world recognize Liberty coins as some of the most beautiful and historically meaningful coins ever produced. When we talk about Top Liberty coins, we are referring to the highest demand and most valuable examples within Liberty-themed coinage, coins that stand at the top of the market because of rarity, mint errors, low mintage, or exceptional condition. Now let's focus on the 1969 D coin, because this date and mint mark combination has gained huge attention in recent years. The D mint mark represents the Denver Mint, one of the major mints in the United States. During 1969, the Denver facility struck millions of coins, but certain varieties and high-grade specimens have become extremely collectible. The late 1960s were an interesting time in American coinage. Silver was being removed from circulating coins just a few years earlier, and production processes were changing, which created unique varieties and occasional errors that collectors search for today. One of the key factors that drives a coin's market value is condition. A 1969 D coin found in pocket change might only be worth face value, but when preserved in uncirculated condition with sharp details, strong luster, and know where the value can rise significantly if the coin is graded MS65, MS66 or higher by professional grading services. The price can multiply many times over. In rare cases, coins with special characteristics such as double dies, off-center strikes, or dramatic mint errors can command extraordinary prices. Auction records show that rare Liberty coins in pristine condition can approach or even exceed hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on demand and historical importance. The figure $787,976.48 represents the type of high-end auction result that only the rarest examples achieve, but it demonstrates the incredible potential hidden within the world of coin collecting. The history behind Liberty coinage goes back to the late 18th and 19th centuries when the young United States sought symbols to represent national identity. Lady Liberty became that symbol. Designers such as Adolphe Weinman and George T. Morgan created iconic images that are still admired today. The walking Liberty design, introduced in 1916, later inspired the American silver eagle bullion coin, one of the most popular investment coins worldwide. That connection alone keeps Liberty coins in strong demand because collectors appreciate both beauty and history. Market trends for Liberty coins fluctuate based on silver prices, collector demand, economic conditions, and grading. Population reports: when silver prices rise, silver-based Liberty coins naturally increase in intrinsic value, but numismatic premium often goes far beyond metal content. For example, a common date Liberty coin in average condition may track silver prices closely, while a rare date or top-graded specimen can soar independently of metal markets. The 1969 D issue, although not silver if we are discussing certain denominations, still holds collector interest due to condition, rarity, and error varieties. The key to understanding current market value is research and grading. Coins certified by respected grading companies generally sell for higher and more stable prices because buyers trust the authentication and condition assessment. A raw coin without certification may sell for less simply because of uncertainty. Professional grading creates confidence, and confidence drives higher bids at auction. When you hear about Liberty coins worth massive sums, it usually involves a perfect storm of rarity, pristine preservation, historical demand, and sometimes a dramatic backstory. Coins discovered in old collections, bank vaults, or estate sales occasionally make headlines when they shatter auction expectations. Stories like these fuel the excitement of collectors worldwide. The possibility that an overlooked coin in a drawer could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands keeps the hobby alive and growing. If you are searching for a 1969 D Liberty-related coin or any top Liberty coin, the first step is careful examination. Look at the mint mark, check for doubling, inspect the edges, and evaluate overall strike quality. Strong details in Liberty's hair, facial features, and lettering can significantly impact grade. Luster should appear vibrant and original, not dull or artificially altered. Cleaning a coin can destroy value instantly, so preservation is critical. Store coins in protective holders. Avoid touching surfaces with bare fingers and consider professional evaluation if you believe your coin may be high grade or rare. The coin market today is more connected than ever. Online auctions, global bidding platforms, and instant population reports make pricing more transparent but also more competitive. High-end Liberty coins attract investors as well as collectors because tangible historical assets often perform well during uncertain economic times. Rare coins combine art history and scarcity, which creates long-term desirability. While not every 1969 D coin will make you wealthy, the rare examples and top-graded specimens remind us that knowledge is power. Understanding mintage numbers, die varieties, and grading standards can turn an ordinary find into a remarkable opportunity. As we continue exploring Liberty coins on this channel, remember that patience, research, and careful handling are your greatest tools. The journey of coin collecting is not only about money, it is about history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. Yet the financial potential adds excitement, especially when we see records approaching figures like $787,976.48, which prove that small pieces of metal can carry enormous value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins and the 1969 D market story, make sure to subscribe to Coin. Stay updated on rare coin discoveries, market trends, and hidden treasures that could change your collection forever. Because in the world of numismatics, the next incredible value might already be in your hands, waiting to be recognized. Today you are going to be absolutely amazed because we are talking about one of the most iconic American coins ever made, the legendary Top Liberty coin, and especially the famous 1971D issue that collectors around the world are searching for right now. Welcome back to the channel Coins, where we explore rare coins, current market prices, shocking auction records, and the history behind the money in your hands. So make sure you watch until the end because the value numbers may surprise you more than you expect. The Liberty design has always represented freedom, strength, and the spirit of America, from the early flowing hair Liberty to the bold and powerful portraits that appeared on modern coinage. Liberty has symbolized hope, opportunity, and independence, and that is why coins carrying the Liberty image are some of the most collected coins in the world. When we talk about Liberty coins, many people instantly think of the historic Morgan dollar, designed by George T. Morgan and minted in the late 1800s, or the famous peace dollar that followed after World War I. But today we move forward into the modern era and focus on the 1971D Liberty coin that has gained serious attention in the collector market. The year 1971 was a historic moment in United States coinage because it marked the return of the dollar coin after several years of absence, and this coin featured President Dwight D. Eisenhower on the obverse, while the reverse design carried a powerful eagle landing on the moon inspired by the Apollo 11 mission. These coins were minted in large numbers, but what makes the 1971D version special is the mint mark. The letter D stands for the Denver Mint, located in Denver, Colorado, and certain high-grade examples of the 1971D coin have become extremely valuable over time, especially in pristine uncirculated condition or with rare mint errors. Collectors are always looking for coins in MS65, MS66, and even MS67 grades because condition is everything in numismatics. A coin that looks ordinary in circulated condition might be worth only a few dollars, but the same coin in flawless mint state can skyrocket in value, and this is where things get exciting. Auction records show that top-graded 1971D Eisenhower dollars have sold for thousands of dollars depending on their strike quality, luster, and preservation. While many 1971D coins are common, there are special varieties and error coins that dramatically increase value. For example, double die errors, off-center strikes, and coins with exceptional toning can attract serious bids from collectors. Some rare high-grade examples have reached astonishing prices, and when we talk about rare Liberty-related coins in general, the market has seen unbelievable numbers, with certain historic Liberty coins selling for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars in major auctions around the world. The figure of $787,976.47 might sound unbelievable, but in the rare coin market, extraordinary quality, rarity, and historical importance can push values to incredible heights. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that combine rarity, condition, and strong demand, and the Liberty theme has always been in high demand. The current market for 1971D Liberty-style coins remains active, especially as more collectors enter the hobby and search for affordable vintage pieces. Silver content also plays a role in value because some Eisenhower dollars were struck in 40% silver versions, although most 1971D circulation strikes were clad coins. Understanding the difference between clad and silver versions is very important if you are checking your own coin. Silver coins have a distinct edge appearance without the copper stripe that clad coins show, so always inspect the edge carefully if you are hoping to find something special. History adds another layer of value to these coins. The early 1970s were a time of economic change in America. Inflation was rising, the gold standard ended, and coinage was evolving, and the $1,971 marked a new chapter in modern U.S. coin history. Collectors appreciate not only the metal and design but also the story behind each piece, and that story can drive demand in powerful ways. When examining a 1971D coin, look closely at the strike quality around the lettering Liberty and the date. Strong details, clear lines, and minimal contact marks increase desirability. Also examine the eagle on the reverse, because sharp feathers and bold details signal a higher quality strike. Professional grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify condition, which significantly increases buyer confidence in the marketplace. Certified high-grade coins consistently sell for more than raw ungraded examples. The coin market today is influenced by online auctions, global collectors, and precious metal trends. When silver prices rise, interest in silver-related coins also increases, even though most 1971D circulation coins are not full silver. Collector interest can still push premiums higher, especially for rare varieties. The key takeaway for collectors and viewers of coins is that knowledge is power. Many valuable coins are overlooked because people do not check their change carefully, or they assume modern coins cannot be valuable, but history has proven again and again that condition, rarity and demand can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a treasure worth thousands or more. So if you have a 1971D Liberty-related coin, take a closer look, examine the mint mark, check the edge, analyze the surface for errors, and consider professional grading if it appears to be in exceptional condition. While not every coin will reach massive auction numbers, the possibility of discovering a rare high-grade piece is what makes coin collecting so exciting. The market continues to evolve and rare Liberty coins remain among the strongest performing segments in numismatics, from classic Morgan dollars to modern Eisenhower issues. The Liberty legacy continues to inspire collectors worldwide. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and current market value of the 1971D Liberty coin, make sure to like, share and subscribe, because we bring you the most detailed rare coin stories, price updates and collecting secrets that could help you discover hidden value in your own collection. Stay tuned for more incredible coin content, and remember, the next valuable coin might already be in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about pieces in the world of American numismatics, the legendary Top Liberty coin, and especially the 1973 issue that collectors everywhere are searching for right now. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and the thrill of discovering something worth a fortune, then stay with me, because what I am about to share could completely change the way you look at your pocket change. The Liberty design is one of the most iconic images ever placed on United States coinage. Liberty represents freedom, strength, and the foundation of the American spirit. For more than a century, different versions of Liberty have appeared on coins, from the elegant walking Liberty to the powerful standing Liberty and even the historic Morgan dollar. But when collectors talk about Top Liberty coins, they are often referring to high-grade examples, rare mint errors, and special varieties that rise to the top of the market in both beauty and value. Now let us focus on the year 1973. This year is extremely interesting in American coin history because it came during a time of major change in minting technology, metal composition, and collector demand. In 1973, the United States Mint produced coins in large numbers, but within those millions of coins, a small number stand out because of condition, rarity, mint marks, and striking quality. The 1973 coins featuring Liberty-style designs or Liberty-inspired imagery can be worth far more than face value, depending on their preservation and uniqueness. One of the most important factors that determines the value of a 1973 Liberty-related coin is condition. A coin that looks ordinary in circulated condition might be worth only a small premium, but the same coin in mint state condition with no scratches, no wear, and full original luster can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC have certified certain 1973 coins at extremely high grades, and those examples can command impressive prices at auction. In some rare cases, pristine examples combined with special mint errors have reached astonishing valuation, sometimes discussed in markets at figures reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in extreme speculative conversations, even numbers like $787,976.46 are mentioned when combining rarity, hype, and top-tier certified quality. Although such prices depend entirely on auction demand and verified uniqueness, the history behind Liberty coins goes back to the late 18th century, when the young United States wanted a strong symbol for its currency. Liberty was chosen as a representation of independence. Over time, artists redesigned Liberty in different artistic forms. Some designs show her walking confidently toward the sunrise, others show her seated holding a shield and staff, and some present her profile wearing a crown or cap. Each design reflects the era in which it was created and the political and artistic climate of the time. By 1973, most circulating coins no longer featured the classic full Liberty figure, but the legacy of Liberty remained deeply connected to American coin collecting culture, and special issues, proofs, and commemoratives continued to celebrate the tradition. The current market for 1973 coins connected to Liberty themes depends on several key elements: mintage numbers, survival rate, grading, population, and collector demand. Coins from 1973 that were struck as proofs, especially deep cameo examples with mirror-like Fields and frosted devices can bring strong premiums. Coins struck at specific mint facilities such as Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco may carry mint marks that affect desirability. For example, San Francisco proof issues from that era are especially popular among collectors building complete sets. If a 1973 Liberty-related coin is discovered with a striking error such as double die obverse off center strike, wrong planchet, or dramatic die break, its value can multiply rapidly. Error collectors are constantly searching for unique pieces because no two errors are exactly the same, and rarity drives excitement. In recent years, online marketplaces, major auction houses, and collector forums have increased global interest in American coins. Collectors from around the world now compete for top-graded pieces, pushing prices higher than ever before. High-resolution photography, professional certification, and secure storage have made it easier to treat rare coins not just as collectibles but as long-term investments. While not every 1973 Liberty coin is worth a fortune, the key message is this: condition and rarity are everything. A coin found in an old collection album that has never been cleaned, never been damaged, and retains its original mint brilliance could surprise you. The difference between an average circulated example and a gem mint state coin can be the difference between a few dollars and a life-changing amount. When discussing whether a 1973 Liberty coin is worth a lot of money, you must always verify authenticity. Professional grading, authentication, and proper storage are essential. The market rewards originality. Coins that have been cleaned, polished, or altered lose value dramatically. Serious collectors prefer natural toning, sharp strike, and strong eye appeal. If you believe you own a rare example, consider submitting it to a reputable grading service for evaluation. The excitement surrounding Liberty coins is not only about money, it is about history, artistry, and national identity. Every Liberty coin carries a story of the time in which it was struck. From the early days of the Republic to the modern minting era, Liberty remains one of the most powerful images in numismatics. The year 1973 stands as a bridge between classic coin heritage and modern collecting culture, making it an intriguing year for both beginners and advanced collectors. Today, the current market continues to fluctuate based on economic trends, precious metal prices, and collector interest. Silver related Liberty designs from earlier decades respond strongly to silver spot price movements. While most 1973 circulating coins were copper nickel clad and not silver, the connection to Liberty branding keeps them relevant in thematic collections. Collectors assembling complete Liberty themed sets often include 1973 issues as part of historical continuity, which helps maintain demand. If you are searching for a high-value 1973 Liberty coin, start by examining mint mark condition and any unusual characteristics. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope to check for doubling, unusual texture, or sharp details. Store your coins in acid-free holders to protect them from environmental damage. Avoid touching the surface directly with your fingers because oils can reduce long-term quality. Research recent auction results to understand realistic pricing because values change frequently based on supply and demand. The dream of discovering a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars keeps collectors motivated, while a price like $787,976.46 would represent an extraordinary outlier reserved for an exceptionally rare and perfectly preserved example. The possibility of finding a hidden gem always exists. That excitement is what makes coin collecting so addictive and rewarding. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoyed this deep exploration of the top Liberty coin and the fascinating 1973 market story, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we are constantly uncovering rare coins, hidden values, and incredible auction results. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember, the next valuable treasure might already be in your collection. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of numismatics, the legendary 1979 Liberty coin and the shocking truth about its current market value. Could a coin from your pocket really be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Let's uncover the mystery together. The year 1979 was a turning point in American coinage because it marked the introduction of the iconic Susan B. Anthony dollar. This was the first time in United States history that a real woman appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. The coin honors Susan B. Anthony, a pioneer of women's rights who changed the course of history. The coin was produced by the United States Mint and it immediately became one of the most talked about coins in circulation. Now here's where things get exciting. Many people confuse the 1979 Liberty dollar with ordinary pocket change, but certain rare versions of this coin have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. The design of the coin features Susan B. Anthony on the obverse with the word Liberty proudly inscribed above her portrait. On the reverse you'll find an eagle landing on the moon, a design inspired by the Apollo 11 insignia. This powerful imagery connects American history with space exploration and freedom, making the coin symbolic in more ways than one. The 1979 Liberty dollar was minted in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from San Francisco often carry an S mint mark, and some were produced as proof coins. Proof coins are specially struck with sharp details and mirror-like finishes, and these are highly collectible. But here's the real treasure: certain 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars contain a rare variety known as the wide rim or near-date variety. On these coins the date appears much closer to the rim than on standard versions. This small difference has made a huge impact in value. While a normal circulated $1,979 may only be worth $1 to $5 depending on condition, a 1979 P wide rim coin in mint state condition can sell for hundreds, and in some pristine graded conditions even thousands of dollars. One of the highest graded examples, certified by professional grading services, has reached impressive auction results. When coins are graded MS67 or higher, their value skyrockets because condition is everything in the coin market. A flawless coin with strong luster, no scratches, and perfect strike can command serious money. Collectors are always hunting for the finest known examples, and now let's address the big number that gets people excited: claims of 1979 Liberty coins worth hundreds of thousands or even close to $1 million. While most $1,979 do not reach values like $78,797,645, there have been rare error coins and exceptionally graded proof coins that have sold for significant amounts. Mint errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or wrong planchet errors can dramatically increase value. For example, a $1,979 struck on a nickel planchet or with a dramatic off-center strike can attract intense bidding at auction. In addition, proof coins from San Francisco, especially deep cameo proofs graded PR70, are extremely desirable. A perfect PR70 coin means it has no visible imperfections even under magnification, and collectors pay a premium for perfection. Over the years, the popularity of the Susan B. Anthony dollar has grown. While it was not widely loved during its initial release because it was often confused with the quarter, its historical significance has made it a favorite among modern collectors. The coin also paved the way for later dollar coins, including the Sacagawea dollar, which continued the tradition of honoring important women in American history. So what determines the current market value of a 1979 Liberty dollar? Condition, rarity, mint mark, demand, and unique errors all play a role. A circulated coin with scratches and wear will usually remain close to face value. An uncirculated coin with original mint luster can range from $10 to $50 depending on grade. A wide rim variety in high grade can climb into the hundreds. High grade proofs can reach several hundred to several $1,000s. Rare error examples have crossed auction blocks for 5 figures, and the coin market continues to evolve as new collectors enter the hobby searching for overlooked treasures. The key to knowing if your 1979 Liberty coin is valuable is careful inspection. Look at the mint mark beneath the date. Check whether the rim is wide or normal. Examine the coin for doubling, unusual weight, or striking errors. If you believe you have a high-grade example, consider submitting it to a professional grading service because certification can significantly increase buyer confidence and final sale price. The history behind the word Liberty on American coins goes back centuries. Liberty has appeared on U.S. coinage since the 1700s, symbolizing freedom, independence, and national identity. The 1979 Liberty dollar carries the tradition forward, connecting early American coinage with modern design. Even though millions were minted, not all coins survive in top condition, making gem-quality examples increasingly scarce. As time passes, collectors understand that time removes coins from circulation, scratches them, damages them, and reduces the supply of pristine examples. That is why the highest graded pieces bring such strong prices at auction. In today's market, coin values can fluctuate depending on economic trends, precious metal prices, and collector demand. While the Susan B. Anthony dollar is not made of silver but rather a copper nickel clad composition, its collectible value is based on rarity and condition rather than metal content. This means even without silver content, certain coins can still be worth far more than their face value. The excitement of coin collecting lies in the possibility that ordinary change could hide an extraordinary treasure. Imagine discovering a wide rim $1,979 in a forgotten drawer. Imagine finding a Flawless proof coin still sealed in its original packaging. Stories like these fuel the passion of collectors worldwide. At Coins we always encourage viewers to check their collections carefully because knowledge is power in the world of numismatics. The 1979 Liberty coin represents history, innovation and the ongoing search for rare varieties. While most examples remain affordable entry-level collectibles, the rare top-tier specimens can indeed be worth a lot of money, sometimes reaching thousands. And in extraordinary cases even more. The journey from $1 to potentially thousands begins with awareness, careful examination and understanding the market. So before you dismiss that 1979 Liberty coin as ordinary, take a closer look, because in the fascinating world of coin collecting small details can make a massive difference. Stay tuned to Coins for more deep dives into hidden treasures, rare varieties and the true market values of the coins you might already own. Today you are going to be absolutely amazed because we are talking about one of the most mysterious and exciting coins in the world of collecting, the legendary Liberty coin, and especially the famous 1982 D coin that many people believe could be worth a fortune. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, something that looks ordinary, something that may have been sitting in your drawer for years, and discovering that it could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is the power of rare coins, and this is why collectors across the world are searching every single day for that one special piece that can change everything. The story of Liberty coins begins in the United States, where the image of liberty has symbolized freedom, hope and independence for more than 2 centuries. Liberty is not just a design, it represents the spirit of a nation, and that is why coins featuring liberty are some of the most collected and most respected coins in history. Over time, many different Liberty designs were created, including the famous Morgan dollar, the peace dollar and various cent and nickel designs, each one carrying a unique history and unique value. When we focus on the 1982 D coin, things become even more interesting because 1982 was a transitional year for United States coinage produced by the United States Mint during a time when copper prices were rising sharply. The Mint made a major decision in 1982 to change the composition of the 1-cent coin from mostly copper to copper-plated zinc, and this small change created multiple varieties. In the same year, some coins were struck in copper while others were struck in zinc, and to make it even more complex, some were produced with small date and large date varieties. The letter D on the coin represents the Denver Mint, which is one of the main production facilities of the United States Mint, and Denver minted millions of coins that year, but only certain specific combinations are rare and valuable for collectors. The key is understanding weight, composition and date style, because these details determine whether a coin is common or extremely rare. For example, a copper cent from 1982 weighs about 3.11 grams while a zinc version weighs about 2.5 grams. This tiny difference can mean the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and a coin worth thousands of dollars. Some rare error coins from 1982 D have been discovered, including transitional errors where the wrong metal was used, and these are the coins that can reach astonishing prices at auction. In today's market, coin values are driven by rarity, condition, demand and grading. Professional grading companies carefully examine coins and assign them a grade from poor condition all the way up to mint state. Perfect condition coins in mint state with no scratches, no wear and original shine can sell for dramatically higher prices than circulated examples. The current market for rare 1982 D coins remains strong, especially for high-grade examples and rare varieties. Coin collectors constantly search rolls of pennies hoping to find that rare transitional error or that perfect uncirculated specimen. When we talk about values like $78,797,644, it is important to understand that such extraordinary numbers would only apply to an extremely rare and unique error coin in exceptional condition, possibly certified and auctioned among serious collectors. Most regular 1982 D cents are worth face value, but specific rare varieties can sell from hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on grading and market demand. The history of Liberty-themed coins goes far beyond just 1 year, because Liberty has appeared on countless American coins, including the famous Morgan dollar designed by George T. Morgan and the peace dollar, which celebrated peace after World War I. Each Liberty design tells a story of its era, and collectors are passionate about preserving these historical treasures. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility that hidden among everyday change there could be a rare piece waiting to be discovered. Many people have found valuable coins in pocket change, inherited collections or old jars sitting in family homes, and this is why knowledge is power in the world of numismatics. By learning how to identify mint marks, understand metal composition, check for small date versus large date and weigh coins accurately, you increase your chances of finding something truly valuable. The coin market today is more connected than ever. With auctions happening online and collectors bidding from around the world, prices can rise quickly when demand increases, especially if a coin is confirmed as a rare error type. The 1982D transitional errors are especially exciting because they represent a moment in history when the mint was changing materials and small mistakes created big opportunities for collectors. If you believe you have a rare 1982D coin, the first step is to weigh it carefully using a precise digital scale, then compare the date, style, and consult professional grading services to confirm authenticity. Never clean a coin because cleaning can reduce its value dramatically even if the coin is rare condition. Originality and authenticity are everything in this market. The world of Liberty coins continues to inspire collectors because they combine artistry, history, and financial opportunity. From early American designs to modern minting variations, every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story can be worth far more than its face value. Whether you are a beginner searching through pocket change or an experienced collector building a high-value portfolio, the key is research, patience, and careful examination. The possibility that a simple 1982D coin could hold hidden value keeps the dream alive for millions of collectors worldwide. So before you spend that penny, take a closer look. Check the mint mark, examine the date, weigh the coin, and imagine the incredible journey it may have taken from the Denver Mint into your hands. Because in the fascinating world of coin collecting, even the smallest detail can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure worth a lot of money. And that is why on this channel Coins we continue exploring rare finds, market values, historical secrets, and the unbelievable stories behind the coins that could change your life forever.